Many years have passed since a fellowship of light battled the shadow creature at the Grey Havens. Now the heroes find themselves in an unknown land where they discover a man in black is wreaking havoc. Undeath follows him wherever he goes, and long-forgotten legends rise again, having been possessed by his evil. Join the players of this Dungeons & Dragons campaign as they attempt to stop the man in black as he collects artifacts both on and off the Lonely Isle. Welcome to Tol Eressëa in Part 2 of the Inglorion Bastards trilogy, Rise of the Morwen.
There we go.
The music just got epic.
Yep. So let me share with you. So you guys come into this room, which looks like there are 3 coffins there, and on the one on the left, it says Ninior Niniel, twice beloved, at last taken to the sea, and the one on the far right says Morwen Eledhwen of the House of Beor, refuse not love, pity, and steel, and the one in the middle says Túrin, master of fate, slayer of Glauron, by fate mastered.
I don't know. Looks like they say Camp Sleep Veil to me.
And so you see the center coffin open, and it's elevated right now, so you can't see what's in it.
Oh man!
Is that you, old pal? Is that my buddy? We hung out. What up?
Nothing coming out of that coffin is your freaking buddy.
Man,
That's true.
the music's epic.
Because the music epic. That's exactly why.
Are we doing the same turn order?
I think we might as well. Except, Briggs is still not back. Alright, around the corner, you see...
Oh, no. Is that a death tyrant?
Oh, what the fuck?
The fuck is that?
That's a beholder. They've got a ray of death. Has Okran ever fought one of these before?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't share with you what to do.
Yeah, so let's see here. What can I do here? So, you guys see the playing cards I put? I don't know if you can see that.
The what?
Can you guys see the playing cards on the right of the screen?
Yeah. What's that all about?
You get to pick what it's going to do to you. One of them is Hente with tentacles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Makes sense. It all makes sense now.
Spriggs is still not back, huh?
There he is.
Alright, I can't wait to hear this when you guys explain this to him.
That thing looks sweet. What's up?
No, really?
Yeah. Am I dead?
No.
Are you dead? You will be.
Hey, it looks
You
like
see how tough they are? He asked. That was his first question. Are we dead?
I see that
You will be.
bear crit in this last roll.
So I've shared 2 decks with you on the right-hand side of the screen. So this beholder that has just popped out. Surprise, Spriggs.
Nice.
Did you see the picture of the thing that I shared?
Yeah. Been looking
So-
gnarly.
Super beholder.
So you came into. I actually shared a couple of things with you. Did you see the text about Hathadol?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Found some of the text about this dagger that's somewhere down here. And the other thing is when you came in, the coffin on the left says Ninior. The one on the right says Morwen Eledhwen, and the one in the middle says Túrin Turambar, and it's open. You can't see into it right now, but this beholder has come around the corner. And I've shared 2 decks with you, and I think the way that we're going to do its death rays is that I'm going to pick a card for characters, and let's just try one out. So I'm going to draw a card, and do you guys see that?
Sorcerer?
Yeah. So the sorcerer of the group would be the first death ray, or the first ray, and then I would deal him one. Actually, we would do all 3 characters first. So we do the sorcerer, and I'm saying that the barbarian is Spriggs, and that the fighter card is Josh.
Okay.
So we do more Loman. We do John, Spriggs, and a second one at Spriggs. So then I would deal you a ray card. So I would deal 1 card to John, right? And he would get a card, and then I would deal 2 cards to Túrin. All right, and you guys want to tell us what those cards are? They should be above your token. So this is just an example.
Telekinetic and death.
So that would have started well.
I'd be dead right now?
Not necessarily.
Oh, it's a saving throw, but close.
Yeah, just mostly.
So, is it? I see card number 1 and number 2.
I'm sorry, I just recalled it.
It was fear, and I didn't see what the other one was.
Alright, so everybody get how this is going to work?
Yeah.
So wait, who's who then?
Yeah, it's gonna work poorly. I know that part.
Step number 1, die. Step number 2.
You guys have another battle?
Die more.
You guys have a few more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Alright, so this thing doesn't even try to sneak up on you. It just kind of floats around the corner and
How's that kid?
looking ominous. And it's Faradir's turn.
Alright. Well, Faradir hasn't been rolling that well. But ain't a bit. So he's gonna
But he ain't a bitch.
can't just move at 30, I think it is.
So this thing is floating off the ground.
How high?
Let me see here. How high can it go? I just have to look.
I think it can fly like regular fly.
The ceilings are only 8 feet, right? So we'll be able to reach it regardless. Unless the
It's
ceilings
not
are higher.
It's higher.
It's actually not a regular. It's just hover, so he can't actually fly. He kind of just floats around. His speed is shit too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
so he's
usually
just
outrun these things. So.
Yeah, this thing is just floating off the ground.
I'm gonna run
Unless you're
over.
trapped with it.
Can I run over here and do an investigation?
If you would like. So the first thing you notice when you get to the top is that Perrin's grave is empty.
I know all the things.
So you investigate things. None of the other ones are open. So the big thing here is that Perrin's sarcophagus is empty.
I try to open this one, so I think I should do.
That's with your turn.
No, I'll wait. I'll hold it. Just ready in action if something pops out.
All right. So this thing has ranged attacks.
Why don't you just shoot it?
You're done.
I guess I have a bow. Yeah, I forgot. I don't usually have ranged attacks. All right, so I'll just step right here. And great bow.
You get 2.
I only get 1 because I made the investigation check.
Oh.
So you miss with that one. That's real.
Alright, I'm just gonna come out a little bit to like here, and then I'm gonna shoot at this thing. I also made it my hunter's mark as a bonus action. 53 damage.
Wow. All right. Very good. All right. So you guys see Tessero move. Did you move over there too, or
Yeah, I did. I moved here.
Okay. So Tessero, his bow starts to glow, and he just fires off 2 nasty arrows. And what did you do? The thorn things too? Is that what?
Yeah. That's anyway. That always happens.
So a bunch of weird magical shit happens on the beholder. All right. More Loman.
You still have a bonus action, or are you gonna change into your thing?
Oh no, I used my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright, I'm gonna come right around the corner here and try to banish it.
Vanish.
It's a charisma save.
Yeah.
Fail safe, fight's done. Good job, guys.
No, he's got a pretty high charisma actually, so he's fine.
Of course he does.
He just winks.
Sometimes they like to shut it up.
That's a pretty high level spell, so make sure you're keeping track of
I
all of these.
got one more left of those.
All right, Riken.
I guess we're just duking it out with this thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Punch it.
I look over and I give Burren this. Anything that Riken does is pretty creepy, so I kind of look over and I give him this look thanks for my dog back, but I probably look like a toothless, cracked out homeless man because my face is all burned. I'm exhaling smoke. When I
You try to smile, but there's nothing there.
He's been doing some bath salts.
I look like a bath salt man. Oh, it's 48 feet. Never mind. Okay, so I do that and I run within 3 feet of this.
And you just stop.
Fuck.
Stop and look at it. Hold on.
Hey, Jared, do you suppose you could move that 5 feet closer?
That worked out well. You smile at him.
I smile at him and then I move over here and Bear follows me because he's my dog. And I love my dog, even though his ribs are hanging out.
I reserve the right to, if somebody is super close to this thing, to attack somebody that's closer. Alright.
Oh wait, my toad's still over here.
Alright, you can bring him over.
Cool. Wait, did the bear die? The bear probably died, right?
We didn't
unless
do
those
anything with him.
things-
So. Yeah,
Did those things disappear, or did he have to break them?
they would have disappeared after a time.
Oh,
You
cool.
can-
Okay.
You can bring him over if you want. What the hell?
Nice. All right. Should I move them?
Sure. Burn, you're
All
up.
right.
Oh, we going in.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
so
make it, but we're going in.
this-
Did I get hit while I was gone? No, I'm good. Still the same health. Okay.
Did Christian say he had to go, or
I didn't see him say anything. I'm just gonna roll up on this thing.
can't make it all the way though, right?
I'm just gonna dash up to it and stand there. I think my fury's still faded. Is it?
Probably not.
As my bonus action, I'll activate.
How does jumping work?
I still have
Like the toad's jump is 20 feet.
one after
But can
that.
I move 20 feet and then jump 20 feet?
No, it jumps a part of your movement.
Oh, okay. So you can just move 20 feet then. All right. What about the bear? How much can the bear move? Speed 40 feet. Nice.
All right, and did Bear come up with? You know what? We can just move Bear on your turn, right? Can that work?
I'm sorry, that's what I did. I moved him with me.
Okay, I'm going to remove him from the turn order so you can zoom together. All right.
The bear
That's how
might
it
be
used to work.
attacked, by the way.
Okay, second claw's going to hit 10 damage, I think. Yes, it is. I had to make sure he wasn't immune to something or resistant. Okay, cool. So the bear gets the first blood on the beholder.
Nice. Actually, it was Tessera.
So you think.
Yeah, it was the bear.
Damn it! Did he have like some shield or something?
Oh, no, you're right. No, you're right. I forgot about that. You took off like 53 hit points too. I should have remembered. All right, Okrin.
It was
Give him some more targets.
Did you not keep track, or did you?
No, I kept track.
Okay, cool.
It's just this fight's been long, so.
And I am going to hide behind this pillar.
All right, well, guess what? It's his turn. He's going to do one ray at the bear, and I'm going to pick that card now. So it is a
Glowing?
Glowing, yeah. All right, yeah, I can barely read it. All right, so the slowing ray. We'll just roll it here. The targeted creature must succeed on a DC 16 dexterity save. On a failed save, the target speed is halved for 1 minute. In addition, the creature can't take reactions, and it can take either an action or a bonus action on this turn, not both. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on it. And then let's deal the other two characters. So the ranger, who's that? Guessing that's
throwing Faraday, right?
Faraday? That's Faraday, yeah. And John. All right, I'm gonna deal you guys to John and to I'm gonna send it to Spriggs tonight. Or no, I'll send it to Faraday, which I think will probably show up for everyone. I guess I think I have to send it to Spriggs.
Yeah, just send it to the Buren name.
All right, let's see what you got.
Show me what you got.
Petrification?
Oh, sweet.
Slowing.
You got slowing, John?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so same thing. So let's have the bear and John do a DC 16 dexterity save, and I guess the same thing for a Faraday. It's also a DC 16 dexterity save. John, you are slowed.
So close.
We're doing Dex. A little bit of Dex.
Get your Dex out.
A little Dex.
Oh,
man.
Dex out. All right. So let's see. On a success. Okay, you're fine. You're good. So the bear now. Tessero.
Yeah.
Yep, you're slowed. Did you hear what that means?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the brown bear's turn. I guess on just to use both the toad and the. Or we can.
I thought they were just going on my turn.
Yeah, I don't. They showed up in the turn order. I'm not sure why. So, all right, Zelindor, then cheer up.
Alright, so I will actually use Conjure Animals.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to bring out a Griffin.
Someone want to summarize this for Marco?
I'm gonna die.
So
I got my dog back.
We
Stay away from the floating eye.
Yeah, we started
He's
up
really gross looking.
in the center of like this room, but we were on opposite sides of a wall. Party was split. We all set off some traps on the way here. Killed some crab-like things. Bear came back undead with his like rib cage showing and shit. But he's kind of confused, so he rolls certain numbers so he can attack teammates instead of the enemy. There's 3 like coffins down here, and this is Turambar's coffin, and it's empty.
So as a free action, the beholder casts the fear ray at the bear. So let me read that to you. The targeted creature must succeed on a DC 16 Wisdom save or be frightened for 1 minute. So DC 16 Wisdom.
Bye, bear.
All right, Zelindor. Oh, you just went. All right, Faraday.
So what happened to me?
Oh, you hit yourself twice.
Okay, alright.
That's where the majority of the damage came from.
No, majority of the damage came from you flying off the traps on the walls.
He only took 17. He took the least amount of anybody.
Did I take any shadow points or anything from the last?
You got 1.
Oh, that's not bad.
How many did you only have? 4?
Yeah, I only had 4.
3 or 5.
I don't really have wisdom score.
Alright guys, so it's Faraday's turn now. We're back at the top of the order. The bear needs to okay, the bear's failed, so the bear needs to run away.
Is that giant toad Riken?
No, that's just a giant toad I summoned.
Okay.
just summon the brown bear.
Some crazy shit happened while you were gone.
So it's your turn. You have your bow out right now.
Okay, cool. Have I used my fighting spirit yet?
No, you didn't use anything.
No.
Okay, cool. I haven't used anything. Alright, so I guess yeah, sure. I guess I'll fighting spirit and action surge, so I'll get, level 12 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get 3 attacks per action. There's 6 attacks.
Oh, good lord. All right.
Disadvantage, but at least it's not a sword.
Yes. Oh, with advantage. So hit.
Okay.
Hit.
With a
Crit.
Yeah. Did I update this weapon?
I don't know. That's the way it was.
I think it's right.
All right, I'm gonna move on. You give me a damage when you're ready. Tessera?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot again.
So miss and
They have advantage.
both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, because they both go.
Yep.
Hit and hit then.
59 damage. Again. Oh, wow.
Roman, you're up.
Alright, I'm slowed. I'm gonna try to get rid of that.
You can still attack though. You can still attack and do a save.
Can I do a bonus too?
No, you can only do an action or a bonus action. You can't do both.
Okay. I'm gonna do this one. Was that successful?
No.
That's the wrong one. Sorry, this is the one.
All right, but go ahead. You can drag him out from the character sheet. Riken.
All right, I'm in here this time. I'm gonna raging out, come in here right next to Burn and start beating on this guy.
All right.
Both me and Bear.
Good.
What's his AC?
18. Both hit.
Yeah, 1 damage.
Slow down.
27, 28.
All right. How many?
28.
Okay. All right, you guys got him down pretty well. All right, Burn.
Just swinging.
All right.
Damn.
So Burn. What was the last one that he put on you?
He tried to do. Well, he didn't do anything to me. He did to
Oh, he didn't?
Fighter.
Oh, it was the innervation. Ray.
Oh, innovation. Yeah, the necrotic damage.
Yeah. Okay. So he hits you with one of the rays, and you come up here and you basically just chop him in half. On both of your attacks. So I thought this beholder was going to be a lot more of a challenge for you guys than it actually was, but he didn't get any of his death rays. All right, let me stop the music here.
Wait, did I just chop him in
You
half?
can insta-kill any of you.
Or Burn did?
But you guys both kind of in tandem.
Double crit.
Nice.
All I cast was mirror image.
I didn't get to use my tiger.
Yeah, I know.
Is there something going on with these sarcophagus?
Yeah, so and that's also part of it too. Is that I actually had more traps and more guys on the map, but it's 11:15. So this guy was supposed to be the big bad. After, let's see, you guys see this hatch up here?
Yeah.
There are all the green things. I had some other bad guys too, but I think that's enough for the night.
The next time we play D&D, we gotta not have limited sessions or something. I hate this stuff that you planned.
Well, it's okay. I mean, you never know how it's going to go. Like this, I thought this fight could go only 2 hours tonight. So there was only one map, and I wanted to make it good. But so here's the good stuff. So you guys are this. She's like this elderly elf comes wandering out after the battle.
You look elderly?
Yeah, she looks not elderly, but she looks like
Elf cougar.
Seasoned.
she looks very seasoned. Yeah, she looks like she's
She's got a walker, tennis balls on the bottom.
she's been
Put her teeth in.
and Vic, you actually recognize her.
Of course he does.
Because he had sex with her 100 years ago.
Yeah.
No, that's about 5,000 years ago.
Yeah,
3 years ago.
about 6,000 years ago, actually.
Okay.
So here we go. So let me see.
The walker with tennis balls on the bottom. LOL.
Where are you?
Like the universal sign of someone that's old. As soon as you see the walker with tennis balls.
Yeah.
You're creeping toward 100, aren't you?
So there's this old wood elf. She comes out and she says, "Turn has gone. Turn awoke."
I like the grunt at the beginning.
Did I grunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, turn. I woke up, asshole.
Wow.
Just made my job a lot harder.
All right then. Well, so Nellas says she introduces herself as Nellas, and Okran would recognize her as she was the elf that came to Túrin's defense when he was accused of something in Thingol's kingdom, in the Elven kingdom. Because remember, Túrin was a human foster kid, essentially, in this Elven kingdom, and a lot of the elves didn't like him. And so one elf accused him of something that he actually didn't do. And Nellas was Túrin's friend from when he was a young child. She used to meet with him in the woods and like teach him about the woods. And she happened to be hanging around to see this and came to his defense. Well, ever since he died, she's been standing guard over his tomb and his mother's tomb. And she says that nearly 60 years ago, a darkness, a shadow came upon this place and essentially possessed his body.
60 years ago. Damn, really?
Yeah, we fucked
That's why
that.
it took you guys to take the boat over, didn't it?
Well, do you want to ask? Do you want to ask her what the year is?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
She says it's fourth age 120. You guys came over to Erisea about 60 years before that, the very end of the third age.
How long have we been here?
I'm sorry, it's fourth age 60. Sorry, it's fourth age 60. So it took you about 60 years to travel.
Back?
Yep, back.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess we hadn't considered that.
So they hinted at that when you came over. So does any of this, like, what do you think about all this? So this darkness came upon it and he rose from the grave. So like, what are you thinking about all this?
The shadow came and brought him back.
So who is he?
So who is the shadow?
So have you?
So that means that the guy that we've been following is actually him.
Oh.
What, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. So the man in black is Túrin Turambar.
What do we do now, huh?
Told you I was.
Game over, man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, what are we gonna do now?
Rick really messed up this time.
Here. Oh, jeez.
So she also tells you that she spoke with him when he awoke, and it's clear that his purpose and the purpose of the shadow, sort of like, she wasn't exactly sure who she was talking to. He spared her life, and she thinks that was in part thanks to some sort of consciousness of Túrin, but he was questioning her about the Golden Book, and he wanted to do a ritual, but she thinks, when you discuss this with her, she tells you that she doesn't think that the ritual was to open any portals, that the portal had to do with necromancy and bringing something large back from the dead.
Yeah, that guy.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. No.
He's banished, right?
I
Banished?
think he can't die.
So what are they bringing back?
Maybe,
Sauron?
No.
Sexy back.
Maybe the dragon.
Oh, maybe.
Well, that'd be a
Something
shitty
like
turn
that.
for the end of his life, huh?
And so as you guys are doing, like, you're talking, and some of you are investigating, and some of you had Marco, I shared this with the group. So you found some old texts about the dagger that Túrin gave to Sador Labadel. Do you remember the knife that his father gave him?
Yeah.
I named it here. It's called Hathadol, which means foot cleaver.
Surprised it didn't have a name.
It didn't.
Is one of these
The one thing he didn't give a name to.
sarcophaguses like for Morwen?
Yeah, so Morwen's is on the right, over here. That's his mother's coffin. And as you guys are investigating, if you like peek inside of the mother's coffin, is anyone opening it?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So at first, Nellas wouldn't be too keen on that, but once she realizes your intentions are good,
Fucking grave robbers, dude.
I'm gonna open that one just in case. I would do both of them.
so this is what you pull out of Morwen's grave.
Ooh, I like.
Ready? Do I remember all this stuff, these things that they carried and did?
You probably wouldn't have known anything about the dagger. So the dagger came from, it was an elven dagger made by the elves, given to Túrin's father, and Túrin's father gave it to Túrin as a birthday present. And Túrin was still really young, and he had this guy, like a manny, that like watched over him. His name was Sador, but Túrin really loved this guy, and he called him Labadel, which was his it means hop-a-foot, which because he was injured in a war, but it was like his pet name for him.
So he loved this guy, but he made fun of his injury.
I mean, he really, but he gave him this elven dagger, which was way beyond his station. But and then when Sador died, Sador gave it back to Morwen, and when Morwen came to find Túrin's grave, she was buried with it. So this has passed through a lot of hands.
Whose hand will it be passed to now?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know anybody that uses daggers.
Well, Tessero uses finesse melee weapons.
I use a dagger.
Lots of these daggers.
The dagger do fight.
It cuts people's heads off.
The Vorpal dagger.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Vorpal dagger on the hand of a hobbit. It's like a short sword.
Yeah.
All right. So when you guys are discussing this, let's. I'm guessing you go back in the pool, and you want to sort of go back to the Tower of Pearl. Is that right? Yeah. All right. So you get back, and things look a little different. Some time has passed. Idril is there by herself. You don't see Huor, but you do see. You do see a tomb, and Idril explains to you that while right after you guys had gone into the pool to go to the Stone of the Hapless, the man in black had come back, and it was Huor knew him to be his cousin Túrin, and Túrin slew Huor and went into the pool. Remember what we said about this the pool has this answers the desires of loved ones and places. So where you guys used it as a portal to the Stone of the Hapless, Idril tells you that Túrin came and went to Thangorodrim with an Angband, which is where Morgoth had his stronghold. It was destroyed. Well, actually, you guys have this lore card. Does anyone want to look up Angband and Thangorodrim?
Right. Angband. It was far to the north where the elves and men lived in Beleriand, the part of the world that was flooded after the war with Morgoth. It was the volcanic region where Morgoth's stronghold, Thangorodrim, was located. And Thangorodrim was the stronghold of Morgoth during the First Age.
There you go.
An underground stronghold hewn into 3 volcanoes in the Angband region. The stronghold was crushed under the weight of the massive dragon Ancalagon when he fell from the sky, dead.
Oh.
And Calagon was the largest ever recorded dragon, and he was so large, in fact, that when he fell from the sky, he crushed the 3 peaks of the volcanoes in Thangorodrim. He crushed the.
Aren't those to scale like 20 times the height of the Empire State Building or something?
I don't know. Yeah.
They're like ridiculously big.
So that's so that you just have found out that Huor and Idril seems sad, but she doesn't seem like she seems like she knows that she'll see Huor again because of all the men in the world, Huor, his fate was allied with the Eldar. So he actually was granted immortality. So his spirit is actually resting in the halls of Mandos, she says. But he was slain by his cousin, the man in black, Túrin Turambar, who has gone. And she tells you now that it's 4th Age 120. And we know
doing this.
We know from our timeline that this is the year that the King Aragorn. So that Aragorn. This is the year. This was 120 years essentially after the Lord of the Rings. So Aragorn has passed away, and she tells you that, and I think someone else has told you this too, that she thinks that important events in history sometimes ripple through time, and they tend to happen at the same time. So all of your major events, when you have traveled and arrived someplace, they've kind of either the rings were destroyed or something happened, and so you guys are at 4th Age 120, which is about 121 years after the end of the Lord of the Rings. Elrond, Galadriel, Gandalf, Frodo, they've all come to Erisea already. And so that's and Idril will tell you one more thing, that she thinks actually she tells you a few more things. You might want to add some of this stuff to your quest log. So they say that she says that Túrin mentioned this ritual to bring something back to life, and she says, that's great that he has the golden book, but he would still need an object of immense power. We're talking, she says, like on the scale of the great Silmarils. So she thinks that he, he's searching for something that will essentially fuel this ritual to bring something back. And
is that the big bowling ball that we can see through? I forget what it's called. Sorry.
The Palantiri. Yeah, so the Palantiri, she says she's not even sure what this master Palantiri does, but it wouldn't act as a fuel source. If you remember from the last ritual you did, the Palantiri was more of the conduit, and the fuel source was the Durin stone, right? Which you still have, I think.
Yeah.
If you remember when we caused this whole thing.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna cause it
So let me
again.
get this straight.
Right?
So we spent 120 years going to the tombstone and back.
Correct. But you know that Túrin Turambar also traveled through this portal right around the same time.
Okay, so we're not that far behind, I guess.
Correct. But if things kept coming back to life, like Erisea probably has been besieged for a long time. She also tells you that Tuor's famous axe, which you guys would know about, is called Dramberleg. She tells you that he would want you to essentially have it and to use it against his cousin. So I'll put it in chat here. She says for Dramberleg, the axe, to seek out the cats of Queen Baruthiel in Meneltarma. Meneltarma is the highest peak in Numenor. Remember that island where the humans lived that was flooded? It's the highest peak, and some say that it still stays above the water. There's a magic axe that belonged to Tuor, who he gave up when he journeyed westward. And she so this is something for your quest log, obviously not for right now.
What is? I mean, we don't have any idea what the fuel source is. Then, is the fuel source something we've come across in the past by any chance, or is it should we know what it might be?
Well, she
Maybe it is the Durin stone.
I mean, she says that it would be a fuel source of unparalleled power, similar to the Silmarils. And she says, we know where one of the Silmarils are. And you actually have a lore card about this. There are 3 Silmarils. One of them is in the sky with Eredil, and he's the guard at the door of night. And 2 of them are lost. One of them is in the earth somewhere, and one of them was thrown into the ocean. So it doesn't mean that they can't be found again, but she doesn't know where they are. She thinks maybe your best bet is to seek out King Olwë in Alqualondë. He's the king of the Teleri. So I'll paste it in there. She says that if anyone would know how to stop Túrin, he would also be able, like a good source. And so our 6th session will be, so you guys go, you essentially sail from the Tower of Pearl back. I'll open up the map here. So you guys can actually see, so I always describe Numenor as the running amoeba. That's the part that was flooded, right? That's not Beleriand. Beleriand was a different place in the first age that was flooded. This was flooded in the second age when the humans pissed off the gods. And the highest peak there, the one in the middle, is Meneltarma. You guys were on the Tower of Pearl, which was on the sort of the series of islands. You see it there? And you can see Alqualondë to the west on the map on the mainland of Aman. And you guys have heard of Olwë before. Remember the regent that wanted to kill you?
Yep.
So the regent was the regent of Olwë.
His brother is Elwë, right?
Yeah.
John Elwë?
No, Thingol.
Thingol, yeah. Who knows Túrin as well, I think. I don't know where he is, though. I don't know what happened to Thingol.
Thingol died. He was killed from the Noglamir.
Right, but he's not actually dead.
He's in the Halls of Mandos, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so a lot happens tonight. We it's a lot, especially if you don't know all these people. But main thing is the big reveal was that Túrin is the man in black, and you've been following him around, not knowing it was Túrin. And this is especially concerning because he's a part of the prophecy, and he's supposedly going to deliver the death blow to Morgoth. And it also makes more sense now. His sword, Berthang, was broken when he killed the dragon. And remember, the man in black was looking for a forge, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
Indeed.
Though this marks the end of the episode, the road goes ever on. Until next time, join us at longwinded.one and consider giving us a review on Apple Music, Spotify, or really whichever platform you choose.